So, hello, this is the VHDL code for sequence detector 10101 using the Mealy finite state machine. On the right here we can see the logic representation of the Mealy finite state machine for the sequence detector 10101. So as we can see that there are 5 states A, B, C, D, and E, and this represents how the sequence will be detected. So on A we need 1, so we'll only progress when we see 1. If it's 0 we get there, and then when it's 1 we go to state B. Then from 1 when we look for the input, when the input is 0 we go to state C. Then the input is 1 we go to state D. Then the input is 0 we go to E, and finally when the input is 1 it completes the sequence, and thus the output is also 1. This code here is just the same thing represented in hardware description language. So this is how it begins. First we select the library IEEE, then from that library we use stdlogic underscore 1164. Then we create the entity. Here I have named the entity Mealy. So for the entity we then declare the ports. There are 3 input ports and 1 output port, so clock, DIN and reset. These are 3 input ports of type stdlogic, and there is 1 DOut of type stdlogic as well. Then we create an architecture based on the entity. So here I have named the architecture behavioral. Now like we have seen in the picture, we need 5 states, so I define all the 5 states as A, B, C, D and E. And then I also need signals. Signals are which are neither input nor output, but like variables which are needed in the middle. So we have present state and next state, and both of these signals are of type state. Now we begin our architecture. So our architecture here has 2 processes. The first process is a synchronous process. So this process depends on how the clock processes the FPGA device based on the rising edge being 1 or 0, right? So if there is a rising edge, when we begin the process, the first if statement here checks whether the clock is on the rising edge, because only the rising edge will trigger it. Inside then we have another if statement that checks if the reset is 1. If the reset is 1, then obviously the state machine will reset itself, and wherever it is it will come back to the first state, which is A. Otherwise, if the reset is not 1, then we proceed as normal. So present state will then go to the next state on when the rising edge of the clock triggers it. That's all the synchronous process is doing. Then we go on to the main process, which is the next state and output decoder process. And there are 2 parameters that this will take in: present state and input. So when we begin, first of all we put output as 0. Output will only be 1 when the sequence is complete. We write a simple case statement here, checking the case of the present state parameter of this process. So first option being when the present state is A. So what do we do when the present state is A? When the present state is A, if the input is 1, then we proceed to the next state, which is B. And if the input is DOut will always be 0 unless the sequence is completed. And if the input is 0, then the next state will stay here. Like we can see in the diagram, if it is 1 it goes to B, if it is 0 it stays there. That was the first case statement, first case. The second case is when the present state is B. So when the present state is B, if the input is 0, it will proceed towards the next state, which is C, that we can see in the else statement. So if the input is 1, it will stay in B, but if the input is 0, it will proceed to the next state, which is C. Similarly, when it's in C, if the input, like we can see in the diagram, is 0, it will revert back to the first state, which is A. And if the input is 1, it will go to the next state, which is D. That we can see here, the if statement, the condition being D in 1 is going to the next state, like in the diagram, but when it is 0, it's resetting, going back to A. When the present state is D, if the input is 1, the next state is B. the second state, and if the input is 0, the next state is the final state, which is E. And finally, when the present state is E, if the input is 1, that completes the sequence. So this is the first time when the D out is 1. When the input is 1, the next state goes back to the first state because the sequence is complete and the D out is 1. Else, if it is 0, it goes back to C. And lastly, anything else other than A, B, C, D or E, if the present state is something else, just reset the whole machine. Start over from A. And that is it. That sums up the code for Mealy finite state machine sequence detector. What's left to do here is to choose pin configurations and put some constraints on, and finally compile it and program it on an FPGA device. So that's it for the video. Thank you.